So I dropped it down a gear and I was revving the engine trying to counter steer and just kind of drift out of it until I could get control again. But it became clear pretty quickly that that wasn't going to happen. Hey, Anton here from GT Canada. Today I want to tell you about a truck that I recently purchased. Now, I got this truck for our $500 road trip. It was a 1996 Nissan D21 Hardbody pickup truck. It was the extended cab, so it had the extra flip-down suicide seats in the back. It was a great truck for the road trip that we had planned, and the theme of that road trip was WTF. What's that for? And so we wanted to have something that when you saw the vehicle, you just scratched your head and you're like, seriously? Like, what the heck? Like, why did you do that? Why are you driving that truck? So this particular truck, it was slammed real low. It had the K24E engine, so it was the 2.4 liter inline rear wheel drive, not four wheel drive. Because of the year, it had the posi rear end, so it was perfect for drift. So I was setting it up as a drift truck. So it was slammed down low, had low profile tires on it. Because the theme of our trip was WTF, I built the rear wing actually out of a piece of 3/4 inch plywood and then painted it brown so it looked like a fence board. But I did attach it with some electrical conduit that I flattened the ends and stuck that on so it was all reinforced properly. Painted out the front end, blacked it all out, did the tape over the headlights, painted the wheels red. I wasn't going to spend a lot of money because it was our cheap budget car challenge, so I had to do it all on the cheap. I also did up some decals for it that said Dorifto in Japanese, but in case not everyone reads Japanese, I also had drift at the bottom of it so that everyone would know this was a drift truck. I didn't have enough time before the trip. I was going to put a drift handle in that was going to be functional, but I ran out of time, so it was just left exactly how it was. A sad thing happened. On the day of the trip, I decided to take the truck into work to do a final shakedown. I had bought this truck in the winter time actually as part of a different challenge that we had come up with, which was going to be the worst winter beater challenge. And so it would have been great for that as well. Rear-wheel drive slammed truck is not going to be good in the winter time. Unfortunately, that trip didn't happen the way as we planned, so I recycled the truck since I still had it. So the truck had been lying around out at my property for about 7 months before we had finally got this trip all ready to go. And that trip is actually, it's happening right now. I am on that $500 road trip right now, telling you about the truck that I had planned to bring. On my way back from work, I'm driving in the truck, I'm doing about 110, that's the speed on the highway here, 110 kilometers an hour. I'm driving north on Deerfoot out of Calgary, and all of a sudden the truck's in the air, it's airborne. I'm just, boom, flying up in the air, and then when it smashed back down on the ground, I was in a full-out tailspin, and at first I thought that I had a blowout. I thought one of the back tires just blew out, and so I thought I could get it under control. So I dropped it down a gear, and I was revving the engine trying to counter steer and just kind of drift out of it until I could get control again. But it became clear pretty quickly that that wasn't going to happen. I spun all the way around. Now I'm going backwards on Deerfoot. I went from the fast lane across 2 full lanes into the slow lane, and I was still sliding now backwards down the highway. And so I'd popped the clutch in and locked up the brakes. I had all 4 tires squealing. I came to a stop just at the edge of the highway, but I was still kind of blocking the highway. And everyone stopped around me, and this nice girl had stopped and said, "Hey, are you all right?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." So she had a little Ford Escape, and I said, "Hey, listen, I got a tow strap in the back of my truck. Do you think you can help drag it off the road?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, sure, let's give it a try." So when I went back to get the tow strap, I realized that my entire rear end of the car, the whole thing, on the driver's side was underneath the truck, and the wheel was pushed right up into the fender, and it was shredded. My drive shaft, I later found out, was still in the middle of the highway. Somebody stopped and threw it over the fence, so that's still there somewhere. We were able to drag the truck off the road, get it out of the way, but while we were doing that, I noticed a lot of fluid on the ground. I looked under, and my completely full gas tank had been punctured and was emptying all over the highway. So I was a little bit worried that it was going to catch fire. I mean, this truck is probably, the engine was hot and the exhaust was hot and the gases are just pouring down. I'm like, the last thing I need is an explosion on this thing. So we managed to drag it out of the pile of gasoline and get it to safety, and I pulled all my stuff out of there and got a ride back home. When I went back to go get it, some cops had already tagged it. They had a tow truck set up, and now the truck is gone. It's at the impound, and I got to figure out if I'm going to go get it or just let it go to auction. But I'm a little bit bummed because that truck would have been a great truck for the road trip that we have planned. But I'm really bummed because the truck would have been great for this trip. We're getting a lot of really cool looks from guys, some thumbs up, some people really enjoying what we're doing with this trip. And unfortunately, I don't get to be a part of that, because what I did end up doing is renting a Ford Mustang, just that I've got a car to take on the trip. But nobody's looking at a plain Jane Ford Mustang. The other two cars really have nailed the whole essence of what we're looking for. So check out their videos as well. They're doing a car stories segment as well to talk about their cars. A lot of really neat things that we did with the cars this year, so check that out. That's really all that I can say about that truck. Hopefully you enjoyed the pictures that have been flashing while I've been telling this story. It was a really sad, untimely death for it. The engine was running really strong, transmission was great. It was a really fun truck for the 30 minutes that I got to enjoy it. And I think I might have to find another one and try this again maybe. Hey, thanks for watching another GT Canada video. We got lots of great stuff in store, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on all the latest stuff as we upload it. Comment below and watch the next video.